if I'd gotten my nitrogen right, my yields would have been quite a bit higher this year.
Matt is doing GoPro shots for you people, and it's taking forever. Oh, it's so nice not to have to look at everything except that and that.
Well, the local big-time operators have arrived right next door to us. Ain't like fun. Hey Carter, you think you can run this combine and cut this first field while I carry Zach back to the semi-truck?
Success! It's okay to change it up a little bit.
You gonna take them home and cook them for supper? You ever had rabbit before?
Pole dancing, baby! Get your mind out of the gutters.
We're making some good tracks today. We just about done with over here on the Hart Farm, another 30 acres down, and yields are back to average again. The farm we just got done, Ed Smith's farm, that was the worst farm that we cut so far. The front half of it did around 75 bushels, back half of it did about 70 bushels. This over here is about 76 bushels. Again, all this was behind cotton. The only exceptional farm we've had was the Windy City farm, and the majority of it was behind soybeans. So as soon as we get over here, we're going over here to Nance and Todd. Got two more farms over there. Now all that wheat was planted early, about October 20th, and it was all planted behind soybeans. And it's that 25R40, the first variety that we had. So I'm expecting those yields to be pretty dang good over there. So I think once we get done with those farms, we'll be able to definitely conclude whether or not a lack of nitrogen was the reason for a little bit lower than expected yields this year.
You gonna haul that or hang out? It didn't look like you had much left.
Yeah, you better hang out. I only got about 3-4 acres left, and we'll be moving down the road there. Oh me, we picked the wrong time to move. We only had to go about 2.5 miles down the road, but everybody was out on that road. I wish I'd had my GoPro set up. I would have had several good examples about what not to do when approaching farm equipment. In fact, that's a video that I've got planned whenever I get enough clips recorded to make the video. Y'all let me know if that's a video y'all would like to see. But anyway, when we finally got here, had a funny moment. Black guy driving a white Dodge stopped right there and started hollering at Zach. He said, are y'all the farmers on YouTube? Zach said, yes sir, yeah, that's us. The guy said, y'all some bad mother effers. Y'all keep on. I guess we're getting a little bit of notoriety out there. Thought that was pretty funny though. First time we've ever been stopped, I guess, around here, because someone's seen us on YouTube. And so since I guess he watches us on YouTube, he's probably going to see this video. I just want to let you know you gave us a pretty good chuckle this afternoon.
I'm gonna lose my ever-loving mind! I just changed it! Oh my god, this is so freaking frustrating! Y'all, this planter, I'm gonna throw in a ditch. I just replaced it! I haven't even gone one pad! One pad! Look it! Ow! Oh. Can I quit? Because I would like to quit. If you're following along, that is change number 3. I get one pass and it breaks. So I don't know. I don't know. I literally have 4 passes left. That's all I have. I have 4 passes left and I'll be done with this farm. So let's see if I have to change it again. Welcome to my Saturday. The airline held up for the last 4 to 5 passes. Now I have to take the weight that's in the seed tender, divide that by 23, and put however much that is in each one of these hoppers. This is the last of this variety, so Matt wants the seed tender completely empty. It's probably gonna take me about 35-45 minutes, and then I'll have to move to the next farm, which is in Madison County. Thank God it's after 7 now, so I'll probably move after 8. I'm hoping, because it is a Saturday, that the traffic is light. I really don't like driving this thing in the city, so they're probably gonna be done before I get even the end rows laid out on the next farm. So as long as someone can come pick me up in a couple hours, I think I'll be good.
All right, we're all full up here. Carter had to stay back at the other farm because he had too much wheat on the grain buggy to come down the road, especially as busy it is. So I told him to wait until Zach gets back with the truck, so he unloaded and follow Zach over here. And I think they're about to move over here. Let's see what kind of conversation we're going to get.
Better stay right on my tail.
Looks like the uncle's having a big old party.
Come on down, Carter. Come on.
All right, I see Zach. And Carter's right behind them. Good job, Carter. I know that was pretty stressful there.
Lady had the audacity to flip me off, even though she was like about to like get killed from these front weights, because I was not going to take out a mailbox.
Alright, Sam, be honest. How many times did you go?
0. He's been in my shenanigans driving way before this.
Well, Carter, just think, 2 more years you'll be able to drive us back from vacation, so get used to the stressful driving.
Now we'll get back from Florida way faster than we usually do. Look at that Domino's thing go by. I'm telling you, I told you they deliver out here.
No crap, we're in middle of Jackson. All right, Carter, go ahead and dump this in the back hopper of the truck so Zach can haul it. You better make dang sure it's all the way over in the back hopper so this doesn't contaminate the wheat in the front hopper because it's a different variety.
I know, I've already gone over it. 18,000 even.
18,000 even? Wow, that's 300 bushels even in that on that hopper. Didn't know this combine would hold 300 bushels of wheat. 300 bushels of corn, yeah, but not 300 bushels of wheat. Wheat must be weighing a little bit heavier over here. Oh, you can see over there, that's one of our cotton fields, and I can see plain as day the road going down through there. That with this heat and all this sunshine, that cotton really finally starting to get its feet under it and start doing some growing. And with all of this really extremely hot, dry weather that we've got this week and going to be even worse next week, cotton is the one thing, especially the state it's in, that should thrive in this weather. It shouldn't be hurt. It's not big enough to be drought stressed, still plenty of reserves of moisture in the soil to get it through. Whereas corn, on the other hand, it started twisting up some on the thin places this week, and next week when temperatures close to 100 degrees and not a chance of rain in sight, we're going to start seeing some pretty serious twisting up all across the field. I'm scared. We could definitely see some yield destruction next week that won't be able to be reversed. Doesn't mean we're going to have a disaster of a crop yet, but we're definitely not going to have the crop potential that we had before this heat wave. This heat wave that we're in now and going to get worse next week, probably the worst one that we've seen since 2012. 2012 was the last time we had a major drought, and it really hurt the corn crop. Of course, that was back before we really started practicing soil health real seriously, so it's going to be interesting to see how all of our practices, how well it's going to carry the corn crop through. I know there's going to be some yield destruction, but hopefully hopefully the corn will hold on long enough with soil improvements we made to still make a profitable crop anyway. But the one problem with the corn crop, normally if you see you're in the drought and going to struggle making a profit with that crop, normally you try to cut back on some inputs because those inputs are just not going to pay. Unfortunately, the problem with corn is that almost all of your inputs are put in on the front end of the crop. You know, how many seed per acre you're going to plant, the chemicals you're going to use, how much fertilizer, especially nitrogen, that you're going to put down. And all that stuff was done a month ago when we had fantastic growing conditions. And it's was enough to carry through the whole year. The only input left on corn that we haven't applied is applying a fungicide. But I mean, you're only talking about $15 an acre there, that if it stays hot and dry in a drought, you know, we won't apply a fungicide because you would just lose money on it. As far as the soybeans, our full season soybeans, they should fare okay. Soybeans will hang on and wait for a rain, and then they'll start growing again, and they'll still continue to add yield because it's an indeterminate crop. However, corn is an extremely determinate crop. Yield is determined at every stage of the crop, and the corn just doesn't stop growing and wait on the rain. But anyway, corn is a big part of our crop mix this year, and I'm starting to get concerned about it. It's not time to panic yet, but if we're still at this point next week with no rain in sight, yeah, I might start panicking a little bit. But not a dang thing I can do about it. You know, the good Lord's going to give us what He's going to give us. You know, it's already been determined. I don't know what it is, but I do know He'll provide for us some way, somehow. Might be in a way that I don't even see coming or can even predict. But the good Lord is going to provide for us, and He's going to take care of us. Might be a tough year, but He'll provide for us. I have 100% faith in that. But I could be facing the prospect of doing something that I absolutely hate to do, and that's watch a crop that you've invested a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of emotion in, watching it burn up in the field, and knowing there's not a thing you can do about it except watch it die a slow death. And that could be possible. Not wanting to be dramatic or anything, because we're still a little ways away from that point. But it's happened to me before, and it's tough. But anyway, back to the crop we're harvesting now. We're back in some fantastic wheat. I've determined that nitrogen was definitely the deciding factor on this wheat crop. Where I had soybeans before I planted the wheat, there was plenty of residual nitrogen, and it really boosted this wheat crop. Whereas where I planted behind cotton, the nitrogen that I applied was not adequate, or was not applied at the right time to make maximum yield on that wheat. I mean, we're seeing, you know, yields consistently staying above 100 bushels an acre on this farm, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're just about done with this farm. We got one little field across the creek, and then we got a 48-acre farm right next door. All of that was planted early, all of it was planted behind beans, so we're going to be in some really fantastic wheat for most of the next day. All right, we're here in another day. We're going to shut off just a couple minutes early. Sun's about to get down there below the tree line and get this combine service for Monday morning. I gotta go check out the planter. Kelly's been having problems with an air line. Got to figure out why it keeps on bursting. But anyway, tomorrow is Father's Day. No, it could probably be 4th of July or so before y'all see this video. But I'd like to wish all the fathers out there a belated happy Father's Day. Hope y'all have a nice, relaxing day. And all the fathers out there that walked out on their families or not taking responsibility for the kids, gotten women pregnant and not help take care of their families, I don't wish you a happy Father's Day. Hope you don't have a very good day at all. But anyway, guys, we're getting here close to the end of wheat harvest. Got probably about a day and a half left. Hopefully we'll get that wrapped up early next week, put the finishing touches on this wheat crop. So I'll bring y'all back then. Now here we are back for another day. We're right here on home stretch of wheat harvest. Got a little over 100 acres of wheat left to cut. We'll have this wrapped up. We'll try and make pretty quick work of this, but I tell you what, we're all running on fumes. All of us been, you know, putting in 14 to 16 hour days, trying to keep everything running and get all this done as quickly as possible, and we are whooped. Even taking yesterday off for Father's Day, heck, I think I feel worse today than what I did Saturday evening whenever we shut down. Of course, that might have had something to do with the beers that I consumed while in the swimming pool yesterday afternoon. I don't know, just saying. Checking the weather forecast. The weather forecast had changed. It's going to be hot this week, and it's going to be dry. In fact, this morning when I was getting Kelly up and going, I adjusted the planter a little bit deeper. We're having to go hunting for moisture in the soil. It's really starting to get dry around here, and that's on the ground that's got wheat on it, that the wheat's been dead, you know, 2.5 weeks and hasn't been pulling any kind of moisture out of the soil. That's strictly from the sun and wind evaporating moisture from the soil. So you can only imagine how dry the corn ground's getting by the end of this week, unless we catch a surprise thunderstorm, which there's really no chance of. This corn's going to really starting to look ugly. But there ain't a dang thing I can do about it. All we can do is pray that the good Lord sends us the rain. Whether he does or not, I don't know. I know he's got a plan. He's going to take care of us one way or the other. My personal preference would be that he takes care of us by sending us the rain. But the one thing I found out is his plan is always better than what my plan is. But other than that, not much to report. We just want to try and put as many acres through this combine today as we can and try and give us a fairly easy day tomorrow on getting this wheat crop wrapped up.
Welcome to Monday. I got 2 passes, and that outside tire is flat. So now I get to call Matt. Two days left. That's all we have left.
Y'all recognize that over there? Yep, that's a farm I had cotton on 2 years ago. There's a video, I can't remember what it was titled, but I was talking about, you know, city and subdivisions taking over farm ground. That was that farm right there. I turned it loose after that harvest because they were taking in more ground to build houses on, and there just wasn't enough land left on the farm to make it worth to me driving through all that mess there in the city of Jackson to get to the farmland. And well, looks like they've taken in even more land. There were some tractors and scrapers going over there moving dirt as quickly as they could. Perfectly good farmland that we'll never see another crop on it. Although, I mean, that farm ground, I mean, I can justify that going to a subdivision. I mean, we're well within the city limits of Jackson. That farm was right behind a subdivision that's been there for probably 30, 40 years. So, I mean, if you're going to expand the city, I mean, they're still doing it within the city. So I can understand that. I still hate seeing it, but I can understand that. And this farm right here, you know, there's no telling how much longer I'll be able to farm it. In fact, I thought I was going to lose it a couple years ago when it came up for sale, but it took longer to sell than what they thought. So I was able to put a crop on there last year, and then it wound up selling this winter, and I've got an agreement with the new landowner to continue working it. Ultimately, I don't know how long we'll continue to work this farm. He really doesn't quite know what his plans are with it. So I'm sure at some point. Oh, great! Kelly's calling me. Hello.
Hey, I have a hole in the tire, so Zach's gonna take it off, and then we're gonna go back over the Todd farm, and then I'm gonna take the blue truck and go get it fixed.
All right then, y'all get it fixed. Oh, good grief. Kelly had a flat tire on the planter. What other surprises are we gonna have before we're able to get this wheat crop done? I'm just about tired of working on stuff. Even though this isn't something I'm having to work on, Zach and Kelly are taking care of it. I'm just about tired of stuff tearing up. We have had an abnormally high number of breakdowns so far this year. But anyway, as I was saying on this farm, you know, I don't know how much longer we'll get to farm it. I'm sure the landowner's got some big plans for it, even though he doesn't quite know what they are yet. He definitely, as much money as he paid for it, he's definitely not going to see a return on investment keeping it in farm ground. So, but we've got it for the rest of this year, and hopefully we'll have it for next year, and kind of take it year by year. This is definitely a farm I'm not doing any long-term investing in as far as, you know, dirt work or fertility or anything like that. So we're just kind of trying to maintain the fertility level. If we have some problems with you know, washouts or whatever like that, you know, we'll fix it, but not going to be making any long-term improvements here. Slow it down there, Ricky Bobby. What kind did you get? I'd rather have strawberry cheesecake.
All they have is like the Oreo option.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You get the planter fixed.
Yeah, and God bless Cody, because he got me in and out very quickly.
Good
I don't
deal.
know what he said there were multiple holes in there, so I must have run over something.
Well, try to not tear the planter up again, please.
Read between the lines.
Thank you. Hey Carter, Mom brought me a milkshake. I wonder if she brought you anything.
All right, lady and gents, back to rolling again. 2 hours later. Shout out to Best One though, because Cody got me in and out of there in 35 minutes. So I guess I got lucky. That's all I got right now. I'm hungry. I went to Sonic and I ended up getting some shakes and slushies for everybody just because it's hot, and it was on my way, and I really wanted a peanut butter banana shake, so I stopped and got one for myself. I got Matt a shake, and then I got Zach, Bailey, and Carter slushies, and hoping that, you know, everybody has a better day. So thanks for helping me out and getting back to rolling. So now I'm hoping that everything is gonna go smoothly. Also, check this out! I'm an authentic hot mess farmer. So, Jesse Lampley's wife, Penny, sent this to me. Apparently she makes these. Is this not cool? Is this not awesome? Because, you know, nothing fits in these, well, I mean, it still doesn't fit, but it's keeping it cool, and I got a handle. Like, that is awesome. So, shout out to her for making that. I'm gonna have to buy a few more of these. I love these. These are awesome. Because now I could just, you know, get out of the tractor and I'm good to go. It doesn't fit, but like, what was New Holland thinking? Like, I don't understand. The only bottle that this stupid thing fits is this. It's a body armor. That's it. That's all that fits. Nothing else fits. I cannot find anything to fit. So, yeah, but it's less wiggly. I honestly just have to keep it over here in this mess of Nassau-ness. But yeah, I love it. It's awesome. I guess she has a Facebook group that she makes these, so I'll have to try and find the link for that, and that's just awesome. I love that.
Carter, go up over those terraces at a very shallow angle so you don't spill any off the back, okay? Don't just go straight up and over them. Uh-oh, he's spinning. Come on, baby, go. Hey, take it out of automatic four-wheel drive and put it in the manual four-wheel drive. Looking good, Carter, looking good. Didn't spill a single seed off of there. Lock your differential lock in.
I love doing that.
I don't love you doing it. You got 50,000 pounds of weight behind you, man. I don't want my equipment tore up.
I take this thing to a tractor pull.
You got jokes, man. You got jokes. Sorry, they don't have a four-wheel drive class at tractor pulls. Plus, I can't recall ever seeing a New Holland do very well at a tractor pull.
Six-wheel drive.